Alright, guys, welcome back for episode 2 of The Creative World. And well, whoops, let's see what we have today. Got our library right here. And today, I think what we're going to do, I want to try to build kind of like a corner building right here, kind of like a little restaurant. We got our fancy restaurant right here. Pretty fancy. Ooh. So I think we're going to have kind of like a kind of less expensive restaurant right here. And this build is going to be a little tricky because it's, as you can very well see, it's on a corner right here. So I'm going to go find some inspiration real quick. Alright, inspiration has been found. I'll probably try to slap a picture of it on the screen right here. So anyway, alright, we're going to start off with some of those white poles at the bottom. Hope it doesn't look too much like this building right here. I'll probably try to switch it up a little bit, get some contrast. Alright, we got a little bit of a rough outline. We got filled in back here real quick. Thinking I'll switch these out for 3 instead of 2. I think that'll make it a little easier to work on, possibly. Alright, we might have our door right over here. I'm thinking that might look pretty cool. Maybe a little bit of a balcony over here, like you could kind of see in the image. Not necessarily a balcony, but like, I don't really know what it's called, but like, you know what I'm talking about. Might slap that image on screen again. Little trick I learned with Axiom. So if you're placing signs and get sick of having to do this over and over again, what you do is you go to the symmetry tool right here. You slap that bad boy down, and you don't actually do anything with it. You just kind of slap it down, and then watch this. Now you don't get that GY thing that kind of slows you down. Neat little trick I learned. Definitely saved me a bit of time. And then we'll put a little address on here. And for the addresses, what I usually do, I usually take the number of day that I'm on. So 4900. Bit of a flex, I know. But yeah, 4900 will be the address here. Let's see how jungle looks for some of these tables. Now I kind of like that. Alright, I'm just going to fill the rest of this little area in real quick. Alright guys, we are back. Got this little interior done. And well, let's actually start from all the way down here. The front door. Got our little address here. And then as soon as you walk in the door, got a little place where someone could take your order. Got a little dog as well, munching on a bone. Got a couple tables down here. Even a little kitchen back here. And a little safe down here as well. I really like using the chiseled copper, that new copper stuff they added, as like a little safe of sorts. I think it's the perfect fit just for like a little tiny safe, just to maybe hold some extra coins or something in. I don't know. And then moving up here, got a little bit of candlelight going on here. And these little levers. And then this one right here must have fallen off or something. I don't know. And then I used some jungle wood for the little chairs right here. And I used acacia for the tables. I like how there's a bit of contrast with the table and chairs. This right here, this is actually collecting some rainwater from the roof. As you can see, the water might kind of flow down here into this little copper grate right here, down into these pots. I can't remember what this is called. I think it's like a cistern or something like that. Anyway, moving on up here. Got a little bit of got a couple little rooms up here. Not much going on up here. Got the little book in there, which is supposed to be like the Bible or something, because a lot of hotels have little Bibles in the drawers. I thought that was a nice little touch. Well, I guess that's gonna wrap up this episode. I think for a corner building, this didn't turn out too bad. Definitely not my best build ever. But yeah, I think it turned out alright. I think I'll leave that wall bare for now, because eventually I'm going to put stuff in right here. I already kind of got that planned out. And let's see how it looks from over here. Ooh. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's kind of cool how the path goes that way, or there's like this little side street that goes this way. I don't know, I think it's kind of neat. But anyway, I think that'll wrap up this episode. I will see you guys in episode 3.